Alrighty guys, hello, we are back for game number 1 between the Miami Tropics and the Gummy Express. My name is Peter Zod, live on the World Sports Network. Alongside me here is Comet, and this time he is going to be staying the whole game. At least as far as I'm aware of. You can correct me, Comet, if you are not. Perfect. Alright, well, we are on our way here, and what are some things here that we should note before this game fully gets underway, as we are basically 20 seconds in? So, like, what are some preliminary things that either side should do to win? Yeah, absolutely. And I just realized you're not being detected for some reason. So give me 1 second here. Let me try and talk here for a second. Okay, that didn't work. What about this? Hello? Here, say hello.
Hello?
Yep, there
Hello?
we go. Okay, so it was that one. Alrighty, so there's our starts to the game. And then for Miami, you've got Dackers 19, who was on the Armada, who now, because Volano forfeited their series, or sorry, because Coolbray was caught ulting, that makes things a lot more interesting. So now that he's on Miami, how do you think he'll do?
I think it was pretty good.
I mean, he is a very good player, so of course we should expect that he is. As Vasilevsky, so I forgot to say the starting goaltenders for either end. It's Brusque 74 in net for the Express. And then for the other side, there's a quick shot there by Klanarov that is stopped by Brusque. And for the other side, it's Vasilevsky. Tendy Sfordo is not here. Leak pins the other way here for the Tropics. He gets a shot off. Oh my goodness, that didn't go far wide as Kyrenik gets it back for the Tropics. He's going to send it up. Grezzo and Zog onto it. But Didnas Never Will is going to check. Now here comes Didnas Never Will. His shot off the wing is blocked by Headsfardo, and he'll keep it to the boards. But now here comes Didnas Never Will. His attempted shot there was no good. Now Grizzo gets a hold of it, and he's going to bank it off the boards to himself nicely, but it'll be kept back in by Didnas Never Will. And once again, it'll be blocked, but Zog will get a hold of it here. The scoring leader for the Tropics tried a centering pass, but it didn't work. And these two teams are the number 4 and number 5 seeds. The Gummy Express are number 5. Miami is number 4. Or, sorry, other way around. They score! Speak of the devil! It's Andy! The veteran! Who has the train chugging right now! And it's 1-0.
That was a really quick goal. That was way faster than I thought it would be.
Yeah, what a beauty! And Andy, and not known for his goal-scoring ability, has a huge goal here for the Gummy Express, who are off and running. Wow. I have to say, that's quite a surprise there, Comet, and I think you probably feel the same.
That is a surprise.
That one hits Termite, and so we'll have a quick stoppage in play here, as I would argue the Tropics have more firepower on paper. I mean, you acquired Dackers 19 at the trade deadline, as well as Matsarov, and then you've got Zog. But, hey, Andy, doing the job right now for the Gummy Express. And we'll see how long this lead holds up. As here comes Dackers 19, trying to get by Asim. He's unretired now. He was retired for a few years, but he is back on the Express, as he has been on and off of the Express. No worry, he gets a hold of it, and he'll send it down into the Express zone here, as the Express score in their first shot. They get off of it. Now here comes another shot. Vasilevsky, the save, deported there on the backhand, was stopped by Vasilevsky, and that's a good save there for Vasilevsky, Comet, especially considering that one got by him from Andy.
Oh yeah, that was.
Just need to get some touches, and I think Comet as well. As a goaltender, you let in your first shot. What is your strategy to not let another one in?
Just forget. You just gotta forget about that shot. That's the. You just gotta. Yeah, that's one thing about being a goalie. You gotta have short-term memory.
Absolutely. All right. Well, it makes a lot of sense why some of the goalies have some short-term memory. So it makes a lot more sense now. As Dackers 19 with a tight angle shot. That one is stopped by Brusk. And it'll be off to the side where Matsarov was trying to keep it in here. Andy will take it the other way. Andy is going to send it right towards Vasilevsky. Look out. No worry. Was luckily there to keep that one away, but didn't ask, never wills. Now into the corner. In a battle, and now Hedsford will get a hold of it. The owner of the Miami Tropics, who was very active at the trade deadline. And now Andy trying to get a hold of it. He can't, as he is checked by Grizzo, and it'll send it down the ice. Gameski will hit it up the other way. Heads Fardo. Tried to get it back. He fanned on his shot. Now Andy gets a hold of it. Here comes Andy looking for number 2, but he can't get it towards the net. Now Andy once again trying another shot. It was wide. And that'll be Grizzo. He's checked by Plazarov. Plazarov had deported behind him, but he could not get the pass on. Now Deporta gets it back here for the Express. He's going to send it over the other way and down the ice as Nowari comes back behind the net to get it. And it'll be sent back down again as Zog got a touch on that one. Gameski, good poke check there to keep it away from the goal. But only for probably a moment here as there's a nice centering pass. Oh, what a chance there for Grizzo as he got the one-timer off. Well, I guess you could call it a one-timer, even though it's not a slap shot. I guess you could technically say the F shot is a one-timer, considering he released it right as the puck came at him. So, would you call that a one-timer there, Comet?
I would. It's an interesting type of one, but it is one nonetheless.
All right, well, I guess we are going to call it a one-timer. So, that is what I will do from now on instead of F shot, because honestly, F shot, yeah, it doesn't really describe the play that well sometimes, as Dackers 19 will dump it in.
I think that animation is supposed to be a wrist shot.
Ah, yes, actually, that would make a lot of sense. Now that I think about it, it actually is the wrist shot. So that makes more sense that it would be basically that, because the slap shot would be the one-timer. So that's a fair assessment. As we get the puck back here, 4:45 to go here in the first. The Express lead the shots 2-1, but the score is in favor of the Express right now, thanks to the old veteran Andy, who once again is not known for his scoring. So I guarantee you his team was probably shocked when he did, in fact, score there. Here comes Dackers 19 for the Tropics. Almost said for the Armada, as I'm used to calling him for the Armada, but his shot goes off of the goaltender and out of play. 4:19 to go here in the first period. Both shots are tied at 2. Express have the only goal right now, but we'll see how long that lasts. I think this has been the only game where they're just getting straight to it, though, Comet. There has been no holding back from either end. They're not feeling each other out. They're just getting straight to it.
Oh yeah. What's one thing I would like to point out? Every game so far has been a shutout, regardless of what happens. Even the Volano game was a shutout. The game that was ended up being overturned, that game was even a shutout. So
Exactly.
Whoever has been scoring first has won the game. So it seems like Gummy, if they continue this trend, Gummy's going to pull away with this one. Let's see if the Tropics can break that trend.
That is a good point, so I will. Man, I really like this song. It's not going to be on long enough for me to get a Shazam. If you guys know what Shazam is, I won't be able to get enough of it on there, so that sucks. But I think, oh, you know what? It's probably one of the AI songs that got made, actually, now that I think about it. Anyways, we are back to the action here as we've got 3:45 to go here in the first. Plazarov is back to it here for the Express, and he'll send it in deep. As that one just got past Noah Ari. But now Deported will get to the corner. And battle for it. Nowari sends him flying. As there's a nice massive hit landed there. And now it'll be Universal Zog trying to get through. Zog is forced to the middle there as Asim's onto it now for the Express. He's checked by Grizzo. Grizzo keeps it in at the boards. Now he'll try to cut to the middle. Grizzo still can't really do much there as Plazarov blocks that one. And we'll clear it in deep. Nowari leaves that one off for Hedsfardo, and he'll send it into the zone. We have just under 3 minutes remaining now as the Express will send it around. Andy tried to get a hold of it. Hedsfardo will get it back, and he'll send it in deep. Gameski will be the one that gets onto that for the Express. He's checked though by Matsarov. Matsarov is in the corner. He'll center it. Another good chance there as Dackers 19 tried to get a shot, but there was a bunch of bodies in the way, and so he couldn't get the shot through. Now Dackers 19 does a nice little move, but his shot's a little too far wide. Now Hedsfardo with a shot. Gameski dove out to block that. And send it away. Now here comes Didn't Ask Never Will. His shot is blocked by Hedsfardo. Here comes Dackers now the other way for the Tropics. Looking to get his presence felt as I believe this is his first game he's played as there's a shot easily taken away by Brusque. And now it'll be Link Pins trying to put it back in. He can't as Didn't Ask Never Will's harassing him. And now it'll be Link Pins once again trying to get through. Grizzo is back on the way here for the Tropics. He's going to head the other way. Here comes Grizzo. Towards the middle. He tried to take a shot. It was clogged up in the lane there, so it didn't get through. Gameski will get a hold of it. It goes off the boards. Zog slowed it down, but couldn't get a hold of it. Now here comes Deported for the Express. Deported goes to the backhand. Off the post. The rebound. Oh, what a big save made by Link Pins. As Link Pins saved a goal there as Deported had a massive chance to get this off to a 2-0 lead. And now it'll be the other way here as Zog gets stood up at the line. And now Grizzo tried to get through. He couldn't. And now Hedsfardo will get it back here for the Tropics. Fit the final minute of the first period here. As the Express lead 1-0. And now Plazarov looking to make it 2-0 here in the zone. As there's a quick shot. It goes off the glass.
What is Vasily doing?
What's that?
Notice Vasily, how he's playing.
Yeah. Oh, the way he was playing that there. Yeah, I was rather confused for a minute, but nope. Now I got what you meant.
Yeah, he's playing way far out than the normal goalie.
Yeah, that is a good point actually. Which actually can cause. I don't know if it's just me, but for sometimes if you play too far out, it actually can leak through you a lot easier.
Yeah, that's why I play more deep in the crease whenever I play.
Speak of the devil, that one nearly got on the net, but Kyronek got in the way there. Luckily for Vasilevsky, who definitely almost had that one go through as Asim got in the way of that shot as that one was heading straight towards Brusque, but that'll pretty much do it here unless the Tropics can get one more shot. They will not, and that's going to do it here for the first period. The score is in favor of the Express, 1-0, and the shots are tied at 2. So for the Tropics here, Comet, what do you have to do here to readjust here in the second period for the second period?
Well, this game's been really even. It's just that one shot that broke through. So in my opinion, both these teams just got to keep up what they're doing. Because this game's just really even so far.
Absolutely. Okay, well, here we go, folks. Second period just about to get underway. Who do you have winning this one? As we're underway with Didn't Ask Never Will winning the face-off. And Andy will go after it here for the Express. Didn't Ask Never Will. Try to poke check it through. He couldn't. And now Dackers 19 will send it in deep for the Tropics. As that one bounced towards the cage. But luckily for Rusk, didn't need to do anything there. Dackers 19 being locked up by Didn't Ask Never Will right now. we'll see if he can maybe carve his way through. Here comes Dackers. Still being held to the outside here by the Express defense right now as Gameski comes in to help out. And what a play there by Leak Pins to at least keep it from going down to his back to his own zone. But it'll end up making it down to Didn't Ask Never Will here. He's through. Didn't Ask Never Will. Taking the shot. Big save by Vasilevsky as it goes over the net. Luckily for him, it went straight over and didn't bounce right down. This time, though, it stayed near the crease, but nothing doing there. Luckily for them, as now here comes another save by Vasilevsky. The rebound's loose. Another save. 2 huge saves there for Vasilevsky. As it's stuck behind the net, and now it'll be brought back out by Didn't Ask Never Will. Deported takes a slap shot. Oh my goodness. A big save there. Now the rebound, another save. And he will cover as Andy had about 3 shots in the same shift. Wow. What a
so
sequence
far not
there.
the start Miami wanted. Definitely not the start Miami wanted to the period.
Nope, especially considering you're already trailing 1-0 after you allowed your first shot into the net. So, you got to, as there's a centering pass here. That's taken away, and now Deported will be at the blue line. He's checked, and now Grizzle will get a hold of it here for the Tropics, and he's going to send it back down into the defensive zone here of the Express. Zog's going to get onto it here for the Tropics, but he's checked. And now it'll be up to Plazarov. Nice little saucer pass. Here comes Plazarov right through, but Kyranek does a nice job there recovering. And it'll be sent back out to Zog, who gets it over to Grizzo. A little too far in front of him, so he won't be able to get contact. And now here comes Plazarov. He's checked. And now it'll be back to Universal Zog, who tries to head the other way here for the Tropics. They have just been absolutely shut down right now so far, as the Express have looked like the better team. Now, again, once again, on paper, the Tropics should be the better team right now, but we certainly haven't been playing like it. As Robbie will get to it. It ends up into the Express bench, so we'll have a stoppage. And if you're the Tropics here, once again, like I said earlier, you have the better team on paper, so what do you have to do here against an Express team who has been pretty much in your way all game? Alright, we're back to the action here as the broadcast camera's on Andy. We'll leave it on him for a little bit as here comes Andy. He's checked by Leak Pins. And now Leak Pins going to head the other way here for the Tropics. Immediately stood up by Gameski, and now Gameski will get it back here on the boards. And he'll send it around and down, where Andy's going to get a hold of it here at center. Dackers 19 checks him, and now Andy's going to battle him. Andy will win that battle. And now it'll be still at center with Matsarov and Dackers there. Andy will poke it ahead. Leak Pins will check him. Andy still trying to get onto it here. Now here comes Didn't Ask Never Will the other way. Didn't Ask Never Will is checked, as he didn't ask either one of those Tropics players to get in his way. And now it'll be Unchallable. He tried to clear it. Matsarov is on the boards. Matsarov centers it. Here comes Dackers 19 with a shot. A big save made by Brusk. And the rebound is cleared away, as there's another shot that goes wide. But a big save made by Brusk, as that one got through the defense. Now Gameski will get a hold of it. He's going to go off the boards and into the Tropics zone here, where Heads tried to sauce it up nicely, but it ended up being stolen by Robbie, who had its nice scoring run there for the Expresses. There's an attempted 1-2 pass, but nothing doing there. And now it's going to make it to Asim, who passes it across to Deported. He's going to, in turn, pass it up to Plazarov. Plazarov, nice little spin. Bought himself some space here. Now we'll see if he can get towards the net. He can't. And now here comes Grizzo. He's got a bit of speed here. Here comes Grizzo, taking, or waiting, taking the shot. A big save made by Brusk. That was the right play there by Grizzo to wait it out, as he had all the speed in the world, but couldn't bury it. And now it'll be Zog the other way here. See if he can bury one. He was the main guy who did all the scoring for the Tropics this year. Leak Pins gets a hold of it. And he'll try to send it down. Deported blocked that one. And now a nice hit landed by Leak Pins on Deported. And that puts an end to that play. As here comes Zog the other way. Zog with a shot. It goes over the net. And now it'll be Klanarov into the corner. But he's checked, and now Leak Pins will get it back here for the Tropics. He's going to send it in right off Asom. That almost got straight towards the net, but luckily for the Express, it did not. Now here comes Dackers 19 trying to get through. He's checked, but now he'll make it to the boards where he's going to try and get through center. Or sorry, yeah, to center ice, excuse me, as Noari will get a hold of it and we'll send it down the ice. Didn't ask, never will. We'll dump it back into the corner. And he gets a hold of it. He's going to take another shot. It's blocked by Leak Pins, and he'll just nicely tap it back into the Express zone. As Didn't ask, never will once again trying to get through. He's checked by Leak Pins and Warren, but now here's Didn't ask, never will. Scores! What an angle by Didn't ask, never will! And it's 2-0 for the Express.
I'm going to be completely honest. I thought that was going wide.
You thought that was what?
I thought that was going wide.
Yeah, I did too for a minute, but it was not. In fact, it ended up going straight in the net. And that is honestly a massive goal for the Express here, just to get more ahead. As here comes Plazarov now for the Express. He's trying to add to the tally, but he won't be able to, as Zog will get back to it here for the Tropics. Grizzo. It's only the second period, so we'll see how much more action we will see tonight. As that was a fantastic shot there by Didn't Ask, Never Will, and I don't think anybody was expecting that to go in, so I think you got to give some credit there to Didn't Ask, Never Will to get that shot off. All right, here comes Universal Zog here for the Tropics. He's right through. Zog right through, but a great poke check there by Asom as he came back and checked him. Now Plazarov in the corner. He'll check Zog, but now Grizzo tried to get an F shot off. The puck wouldn't cooperate with him. And now it'll be back out to center and into the defensive zone where Plazarov throws a nice hit. Here's Kyranik. He'll poke check the puck there and send it up to Zog. He couldn't handle it right away, but now it'll be blocked by Plazarov. As the Tropics' supposed high-power offense is having trouble getting going right now. It looks like they're sputtering a bit. But we'll see what happens here as, once again, anything can happen. Here's Leak Pins. He's against Didn't Ask, Never Will. He'll win that puck battle and send it in deep. I'm not sure exactly what it is, Comet, but almost every game, every team has trailed. They've just dumped it in and not actually, like, completed a pass or anything like that. As Matsrov gets crunched into the corner. But if I'm trailing here in a game like this, I would be looking to make passes and look at get it towards my teammates, or at least put it in a position where you can get it or have a higher chance of getting it.
Yeah, I feel like most of these teams are just starting to panic whenever they go down in the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's looking like the Tropics are falling into that trap right now, but we'll see if they can get something going, as it's still the second period, so you've still got some time in the game, as there's a shot by Headsfordo that just went wide. A good chance there. Now here comes another shot. It's blocked by Didn't Ask Never Will, who will send it back in deep. It'll be Robbie on the forecheck here, but Heads Fardo gets it first, and he'll send it up to Zog, who has been held off the score sheet so far. We'll see if he can get on the board for the Tropics, or if anybody can for the Tropics for that matter. As we have hit the final minute of the second period here. 2-0 for the Express. As Heads Fardo dumps that down the ice. Deported. And Zog gets hit, but I'm pretty sure that should be interference. As I'm surprised that one wasn't called, as Zog hadn't touched the puck yet, so that's why I'm a little surprised the AI did not call interference there. Are you a little surprised, Comet, or not really?
Not really. I believe that's a good shot, but I believe how the AI is powered, I believe if you're within a certain radius of the puck, it doesn't count it.
Oh, I see. So that must have just been in the radius where it doesn't count. Okay.
I believe that's how it works.
Yep, which would make a lot of sense, because that's, I think, how the whole hitting system overall works, as it's passed around, and yep, there is a penalty. Rizzo tried to do the same thing Deported did, and he was baited, and now he'll sit in the sin bin for 2 minutes for interference. 6.4 to go here in the second period, and the gates are open here for the Express to get another one, as that shot goes wide, and that should pretty much do it. Yes, it will, as Didn't Ask Never Will runs the clock out, and that will do it for the second period. So, Comet, if you're, again, since you're a goaltender, and if you're Vasilevsky here, you've allowed 2 goals. What do you do here? Of course, you got to have a short memory, but I mean, other than that, you just got to, what do you got to do as a goaltender to keep your team in it?
Just gotta find a way, literally any way possible to make saves. He's in a kind of like a situation Tucker Creeper was in for the Kyoto games later tonight. He has just let up a couple bad goals, and he needs to find a way to recover.
Absolutely. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Third period underway. As here comes Deckers 19, as the Tropics are down a man right now. As here comes Heads Fardo with a shot. It goes wide. And Deported will get it back here for the Express. He's going to send it around. Asim missed it, but he's the defender, so probably a little bit expected, as Plazarov will dump it in behind the net. As Asim gets it back here for the Express, he's going to send it up and down the ice, as Kyrenik gets a hold of it here for the Tropics. He's checked. Now here comes Plazarov the other way. Plazarov! What a save by Vasilevsky! He kicked out the right pad there. Oh, excuse me. That's it. Wait a minute. Yeah, that is his right pad. Oh, I thought it was 11 because I thought it was reversed. It is not the case, as there's another head landed. And another head landed. Tropics throwing hits everywhere. As here comes Deported Indian trying to get through now. He's not able to, as there's less than a minute to go here in the power play for the Express. The gate is open once again for the Express to take a larger lead, but so far they've been held off. So far, and now Asim's going to send it around softly for, I think that's Geeked. I'm not really too sure exactly what that username is. Let me have a look here. I believe that's, yep, that's Geeked off Fent. I won't say Fent, though, because otherwise that'll probably get us, unfortunately, demonetized or flagged for something, as Zog gets knocked over by an Express guy. Oh my goodness! I don't think we need to see that, as he's getting teabagged in the at center ice there. Oh my goodness. Good lord, as Heads Fardo sends that the other way, and it'll be down the ice, as the penalty kill works like a charm for the Tropics, and for the Express, their power play is 0 for 1. Now here's Grizzo, who's looking to make his impact felt here. Not on the penalty score sheet, but on the score sheet. As Heads Fardo will get it back here, and he's going to go up off the boards. A tip in by, I think that was, see who that was again. Oh, now the puck got away from him, so I won't be able to see. But anyways, play's over now, so it doesn't matter. Dackers 19 will, oh, Heads Fardo, excuse me. We'll send it back in as now that's Dackers 19 gets onto it, but he gets decked again. Yo, Robbie sends him flying. And now Klanarov keeps it in here for the Tropics. Here comes Klanarov with a shot. It's just wide. Link Pins keeps it in here for the Tropics. A good chance this time as Link Pins gets knocked over by Yo Robbie again. Now here comes Plazarov. But he's checked, and now here's Dackers 19 for the Tropics. He gets decked again by Yo Robbie. Hit after hit after hit. Now here comes Deported with a shot. A save by Kyrenik. The rebound Vasilevsky gets a hold of. And he'll kick it away to Link Pins, who will head the other way. Here comes Link Pins, who will take the shot. Oh my goodness, that was about 100 feet wide. Although, again, he is a two-way, so a little bit harder to aim. As here comes Dackers trying to catch the Express sleeping here. Dackers will be able to get through, but he won't be able to get all the way towards the net as they are covered nicely there. Now here's Heads Fardo, just able to keep the puck in at the line, but his attempted shot there is blocked. And now Asim is checked by Grizzo. Here comes Grizzo trying to get the wraparound here. Asim is checked, and now it'll fall to Brusque, who will not take any chances and cover the puck. All right, Comet, I want to get your opinion on something here. Quite a lot of the Tropic shots, they've had shots, but quite a lot of them have ended up wide. So in order for it to be a little bit lower, what do you got to do to get a lower shot? You just don't swing your mouse as much, or like, you know, what do you do?
Depends on what type of shot you're taking. It can be the swing shot is powerful but inaccurate. If it's an F shot, it's just don't hold F for as long.
Absolutely. Okay. It's Fardo lands a nice hit on Didn't Ask, Never Will after he had that great chance. Now here comes Andy looking for his second of the game, but he can't get the shot off as Heads Fardo recovered nicely. And now he'll send it up to Zog, a little too far in front of him, so Gamesky will get ahead of it first. But Gamesky will get control. He's going to head behind the net and shoot it around and down the ice, where Andy will tip it in. But Heads Fardo will send it right back. Now Gamesky blocks that, but it ends up working out for Universal Zog, but a big block there by Gamesky, as that never made it towards the net. And now it'll be back down the ice again. Here comes Zog the other way. Here comes Universal Zog once again, shooting! It's off the blocker of Brusque. There's a good shot landed there. Now here's another shot that's stopped by Brusque as it ends up in the corner. Now here's Zog again. Looking to center it, he can't, as that one's blocked away. Link Pins gets it back here for the Tropics. But he'll be checked, and that'll be sent back into the defensive zone here, where Noari tried to get it out. Yo, Robbie got in the way. Now he'll keep it in. Here comes Deported. He's checked, and that'll be Matsarov here for the Tropics, but offside is called on the Express. And we will have a stoppage. 4:26 to go here in the third. No score for the Tropics still, which I think would be a BMHL record if that stands, because I don't think there's been that many shutouts to start a series if that holds true. As Dackers 19 now will get a hold of it here for the Tropics. He's trying to head the other way. Robbie gets in his way, and that'll be back to center where Matsarov gets a hold of it. He's able to get it in deep, and Asim, once again, the Tropics, time is not your friend right now. You've got to start getting some offense going, as the Tropics have struggled so far. And now it'll be Asim who gets it back here for the Express. He's going to send it around where Deporta gets a hold of it, but he's checked by Matsarov, but he'll send it back down again. Now Head Svardo gets it back here for the Tropics. He's going to go behind the net, almost right at Vasilevsky there, and now he turns it over, but a massive hit there by Head Svardo. buys himself some time. And he'll bank pass it nicely to Dackers 19, who gets it to Grizzo. Grizzo's a little too far in front of him, but it'll be back behind the net here where Deported will get it back for the Express. He's going to send it up the middle. It'll work out perfectly, but a penalty now taken again. As heads Fordo this time. And Comet, once again, I think this is proving that you cannot take a penalty like this, as you're trailing 2-0 and you've now given the Express 2-minute power play, which puts the clock down to 1:24. And if you don't score shorthanded, you're pretty much running on fumes.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about Gummy though, they haven't really played an aggressive power play during the power play. They're playing more of the dump and chase game, which is honestly smart to do in the third. You have the lead, you want to keep the lead. Why risk it and lose the punt if you can dump and chase?
Absolutely, that is a very good point. As Vasilevsky's asking his teammates, what are they doing? As there's 3 minutes 30 seconds to go. Yay! Early morning tomorrow. So anyway, 3:08 to go here in the third. And that one makes it off the face-off to Vasilevsky, who puts it in the corner, and Zog will get it down the ice. Gameski will get it back here for, the Express. Won't be able to get it back right away, but Andy's checked by Zog. Here comes Zog off the rush. Hit shot, it hits Brusk's glove and goes out of play. Wow, that was really close to going in there, but Brusk was up to the task and made the save. And I would say, Comet as well, even though Miami's had 7 shots, I would say they haven't really tested Brusk, in my opinion, at least.
Not that they haven't tested him too much today. They put up some shots, but not very quality shots.
Yeah, it's been more like just shooting it right at the net, whereas, like, the Express have had super quality looks. So there is a major difference there. As another shot ends up on net, and Grizzo had a good chance there, but it went wide. Now another one, and Brusk makes the save there, as a couple shots there for the Tropics shorthanded. Almost went on net. Now here comes Zog with a shot. Oh, Grizzo had a chance there. He ended up poking it outside of his own net. Oh my goodness. Now here comes Grizzo, another shot. It's wide. Wow. Grizzo ended up blocking his own teammate's shot. That one was going straight towards the net, but Grizzo, in an effort to try and poke it towards the net, ended up doing the opposite effect. And now Vasilevsky will go behind the net and cover the puck. My eyes are not deceiving me there, Colin. That Grizzo definitely poke-checked that one away, didn't he?
It looks like it, yeah.
Because I did see he had the poke-check out, so it does make a lot of sense that that's what happened. Because I don't know how else that didn't make it on net, as that for sure was. Now it's another corner here for the Express, where they've got 20 seconds to work with on their power play. But they're going to have to restart, as Asim will get it back here for the Express. He's going to go over to Deported, who will send it in deep.
That was a beautiful dump, I would have to say.
Absolutely, that was. I definitely see your point there, as Dackers is able to get through the pile there, but only for a moment. We've hit the final 1 minute and 20 seconds here, as here comes Heads Fardo out of the box. Heads Fardo taking the shot. Brusk, a big save. He came out to challenge the shooter there. Now Dackers saw the play happening there, and Brusk will come through the net and cover that. And now, honestly, I'm curious too, for this. Why is that not considered out of the crease?
I just don't think out of the crease exists in BMHL.
Yeah.
I don't think that rule exists. I have not seen it called once this season. I'm gonna go check the rule book. I'm gonna go back and check the rule book for next season to see if it's added. But if it's not, it's definitely not a rule this season.
Yeah, which would make sense. As Yo Bobby sends Dackers flying. We've hit the final minute of the third here, folks. 2-0 right now for the Express. As Yo Robbie will try to take a shot. It's blocked, and now here comes Heads Farther the other way here for the Tropics. Looking to get them on the board, but he's checked by Asim. Now Dackers 19 will get a hold of it. He's going to be immediately checked by Deported, but now Dackers gets a hold of it. His shot goes wide. Now the rebound is there, but Dackers couldn't get it towards the net. And that'll be Head, but he's cleared. It's going to go past him. Heads Fardo tried to dump it. Plazarov, 30 seconds to work with here for the Tropics. Here comes Grizzo. He's checked by Yowabi, who sends it back down on Vasilevsky, who will take that cleanly and off to the boards. Plazarov now tries to take a backhand. That one's blocked, and now here comes Zog. Trying to push it through center. He can't. Now here comes Grizzo the other way. Grizzo might have a chance here. Here comes Grizzo. 2-on-1 here. Grizzo to the backhand. It's blocked by Deported, who sends him away. And now it's a backhand there by Zog. That's wide. And that will do it. The Gummy Express win a massive Game 1 and take a 1-0 series lead thanks to a brusque 9-save shutout. Well, I'm not really too sure if we're going to be surprised or not, but I think we are. I would say we're pretty surprised that this one went in the Express's favor.
They should have a great offense this game.
Absolutely. The Express, I think some unexpected players ended up coming through for them, aka Andy, who had a massive goal for them, and didn't ask, never will. Of course, is usually one of those guys that comes through for them, like he did last year, like they had happened last year. Okay, everybody, well, that is going to do it for day number 2 of the BMHL Cup playoffs. Glory awaits to those who win. Alrighty, guys, that is going to do it for Comet and I. And Comet, any final thoughts before we wrap it up here?
I don't really have any, but I would like to bring up one thing. If you did not see our stream earlier tonight, we will no longer be showing the Villano vs. Marquez series, as that series ended early due to a alternate account. Just wanted to put that out there so people know, hey, we're not doing this series anymore.
Absolutely. All right, so that is going to be all for us folks here at World Sports Network. My name is Peterzod. Comet was the color commentator tonight. And my final thoughts on this game here, the Express, I think kind of surprised everybody. And I think that is probably a good thing, as that sets up for an excellent series. Alrighty, thank you everybody for tuning into this one. We will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.